All right, give it some time here. See if people want to join us. I'm trying out a new I am trying out a new streaming setup, so just bear with me if things start to get a little weird, but I think we'll be pretty good today. All right, so let me see if I can turn off the volume here. There we go. All right. I hit my mic connection. Give me a second. All right. So the idea here is Jesse created this really sweet Vim Sorcery plugin for Vim, obviously. And the idea behind it is that you can set up almost a framework to maintain your Vim files when they get out of hand, your vimrc files. Any heavy Vim user will know that sometimes you just start tossing stuff into this file, and there are certain tricks that we use to try to organize it. One of them is like code folding, so we have like these marks set up to fold these vimrc files into sections, but then that becomes really difficult to manage. So Jesse had this set up in his dot files, and I actually pulled it out of his dot files because I liked it so much, so I copied it over to mine, and I've been using a version of this for quite a while, and he's gone ahead and created this as a plugin to kind of solidify the way this all works. And I helped him out a couple of days ago on a stream to kind of iron out some of the details, but he's worked a lot on it since then, and I want to install it and configure it as though it were a new system, someone brand new coming on and installing it. We want to see what these edge cases might be, or how it looks getting it all set up. So let's get started. So I have here this is a terminal that's running in the virtual machine through Parallels on my Mac. So this is not my terminal right now. This is just a clean terminal on a newly installed Mac system. In fact, I think I did have some vimrc file. Yeah, so I do have some Vim stuff in here. Let's see what's in here. Okay, right, because I had already installed this plugin before on here. So let's start fresh, right? We are going to remove anything in .vim. We're going to remove our vimrc. Actually, should we even remove our vimrc? Oops. leave this here because we might. I think we're. This is. No, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it. Start from fresh. And I think I can even. No, I don't even know if we need Vim info. All right, I have no Vim. I have no Vim files here, yeah. Hang on a second. It's telling me my bit rate is too low. Let's see. I don't know if OBS changes that on the fly, but I just updated the bit rate and see if YouTube appreciates that. All right, so back to what I was doing. So the idea is I have no vimrc file. As soon as I go into Vim, it's just vanilla Vim. I have nothing installed, nothing configured. And it created this .vim directory. Is that right? Yeah, I did. So I created the .vim directory. There's nothing in here. So let's pretend this is going to be the first plugin that I install in Vim. So we're going to follow the instructions here. So first we have to install Vim Plug. Should be pretty simple. I think it's like one command or something that we have to run. Yeah, this is it right here. So curl, we're going to grab this plug.vim. We're going to create this directory in auto. We're going to create this autoload plug.vim with the directories, and we're going to pull it down from GitHub user content. All right, copy that. Okay, so my present working directory is .vim, and if I go into autoload, I have plug.vim. Okay, and then the next thing we need to do to get plug.vim working is adding a section in our vimrc file for plug begin. Okay, and this is what Jesse has. Jesse already has this written out here. Right here, where we source our plugins. So this is going to be the very first plugin that we source using Vim Plug. I'm going to create a vimrc file. Actually, let me double check which directory I was in. I don't remember where it was. Okay, yeah, this is where I want it. Vimrc, and then let's see, can I paste in here? Yep, perfect. Okay, so plug begin, Vim Plug. So this is just vanilla plug, Vim Plug code in our vimrc file, and then we're going to source. It's not going to be dot files. This is actually, we're going to source our .vim. Wait, is it dot files? Plugins.vim. Oh, that's right. Okay, so this is going to be the directory that Sourcery is going to be reading from for our plugins. So we actually don't need to call that. Why am I blanking? Oh, that's right, because I'm missing this. That's why I skipped a step. So we need to install Vim Plug, add this into our vimrc file. So let's go ahead and do that. And for now, I'm going to comment this out. And then it's going to call Sourcery init, but it can't do that. So we're going to get an error this first time, I think. Yeah, because it's going to say unknown function Sourcery init. But we needed to do that in order to run the plug install command. No plugins to install. Wait. Oh, okay. I'm just blanking here. So we need to move our definitions into plugins.vim. All right, so I'm just going to follow I'm going to go the path of least resistance and just create a dot files. Make a directory called Vim, and then Vim plugins .vim. Right, and that's where we're going to source our plugin. Oops. I'm going to go back, look at my vimrc file again. Okay, so now this is okay. Yeah, I should have moved that down. That would have been the simple solution. But anyway, now if I let's see, quit, come back into my vimrc, plug install. All right, it's installing Vim Sorcery, and sorry, that's an alias I have on my local system, CL, and I keep using it. Okay, let's see what's the next step. Add the Sourcery mappings. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Let's let it scaffold out. I am jumping all over the place here because I feel like I've done this before and I really am just botching this. But anyway, Sourcery scaffold. Call this command. It's going to say, do we want to scaffold everything in our .vim directory? This is where we could say, no, I want to send it to my .dot files, but I'm going to use my .vim directory for this. Yes. So it created these files for us. So we've got an FCF. We've got sanity for just some sane defaults, mappings for mapping key bindings, and then plugins for the plugins that we're actually going to use. All right, so now let's look at that. This directory. So if I open up plugins.vim, okay, so this is this is now the plugins file that we should reference in our vimrc. And it would actually be nice if the Sourcery, I guess it'd be nice if Sourcery was in here as a default. Oh. Like that. So now I can go back and take out that reference, or change this reference to .vim. Is it .vim plugins.vim? Yep, .vim plugins.vim. So now my vimrc file should be referencing the correct plugins.vim folder, and then calling the Sourcery init every time I bring up or open up Vim. So let's add some mappings. Let's add this these Sourcery mappings from the repo. Let's see, are they down here already? Nope. Okay. So let's see, Sourcery mappings. In normal mode, we're going to map GP to run Sourcery go to related plugin definition. Go to related mapping, go to related config. So what happens if I run nope. Let's see, do I have to resource it? No, I should have just done resource. Like if I go GP, can now find plugin definition. So at least the mapping's working. Go to related config, go to related, okay. Now, okay, here's how we can test this. So if we go to plugins, if we go to plugins.vim, so let's see, let's enable Vim agriculture. Okay, we installed it. So now I'm here and we have this config. Do we need to comment that out? I don't remember. So if I'm here and I want to go to the related config, it should be GC. I think. Unless I'm doing this wrong. Okay, there we go. So now, so I was on I'm in the config for agriculture. If I'm modifying these configs, and I say I want to go to the plugin definition, I can hit GP, and it jumps me to the Vim agriculture plugin definition in the plugins file. Now, if I happen to have this, let's see, if I happen to move that into a let's say like agriculture .vim. So now if I go in here again, if I go into Vim agriculture.vim, and I'm here and I type GP, thought it should have jumped me there. Oh, okay, this is the index thing that we've hit before. I think it needs to be re-indexed. Let's see. Yeah, I thought my vimrc should have indexed it actually. Oops. Can I call it like this? Yeah, I have to call Sourcery. Right, but now if I go to edit my agriculture.vim, and I GP, pastes. Why is that? Is the mapping? Let's see. Let's try sourcing agriculture.vim. Ah, that was it. So, okay, you have to set any custom files in the source in your vimrc. But let's see. So that was jumping from the config to the plugin definition. Can we go back the other direction? GC. Yeah, there we go. I like this. I'm just checking on stream health here. Okay, I can hear myself. Let's see, what else can we do with this? Plugin plugged. So we got our mappings, we got our plugins. Let's see, let's modify some mappings here. Vertical split. All right, let's see. If I do leader V, yep. That does vertical splits. Okay, let's play with FZF here, huh? All right, so we got this. Oh yeah, we got some agriculture mappings. Very cool. And then if I'm here and I want to jump to the plugin definitions, I can do GP plugin definitions. All right, let's bring in FCF. Write all. Actually, let's I quit. I think I need to install FZF in order for this to work. Let's see. Brew. I think it's on brew. And I don't have it installed, so cool. All right, so now let's pretend we are we're going to edit our mappings, and in fact we need to run plug install because we never ran that. Here you go, FCF Vim. Cool, it's all working. Okay, so now here I'm in the mappings for FCF. I can type GP, go to the plugins, and from here I can type GM, go to my mappings. This is great. I really like this. GM takes me right back. If I want to go to the configuration, right, and that I'm just jumping around with GM for maps to get to the mapping, GP to get to the plugin definition, and GC to get to the configuration. So right now I'm in the mapping of agriculture. If I type GP, and now here is the list of plugins. if I look at FZF and I know I have mappings for that, I can type GM. It takes me to the mapping. GP takes me right back. GC, it shouldn't find any configuration, but let's see what happens. GC. What file is this? fcf.vim. Oh, okay. Right. So plugin, so Vim plugin, and then anything within the plugin directory is going to be plugin specific configurations. And I was on FZF in the plugin definitions, and when I typed GC, it jumped me into the plugin FZF file, which is exactly what we'd want, because now these are all supposed to be configurations for FZF. I think this is a great starting point for someone like myself who I got into Vim. I got into Vim deep and I got into Vim fast, and I remember my vimrcs just being just crazy gross and really hard to manage. I have something similar to this already built into my vimrcs, and that's mostly because I've copied it over from what Jesse has provided. But this is going to be great because it's a lot more organized, and I think this is going to be something that I use for a long time. So let's see, go to plugin. Yeah, FZF, Sanity. So here's Sanity. I have a similar file called Insanity, because these are supposed to be sane defaults. There you go. So if I'm in here, this is technically a config folder. GP shouldn't bring me. Yeah, can I find plugin definitions? There's not going to be any mappings, but what if I just wanted to go to my mappings? I mean, I guess I could just do like, edit. And GP. GC. Yeah, GM. I like it. I mean, I think that's really all I'm going to use this thing for. And by this I mean the stream. I'm using the stream to just kind of showcase and configure this. It seemed to work really well. I didn't hit any issues. Let's see here. And I got to mess around with the tracking too, which is nice. What else are we jumping between files? Oh, this is great. I'm thoroughly going to enjoy installing this on my actual vimrc. Well, that was it. Keep it short and sweet. If you have any questions, hit me up at JoseCanHelp at Twitter. Please, if you end up using this plugin, give it a star. Hit up Jesse on Twitter and let him know how much you enjoyed it. Because I'm going to enjoy using it a ton. All right. Catch you later.